What's going on, my friends? Chris here. I want to bring you all an update today of Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin. What we're going to be doing is starting on the 1-day time frame. Then we're also going to get into the 4-hour time frame. Most of my trading right now has been on the 4-hour time frame, so I'm just really watching those candles closely to get a little bit more detail than the daily. But I wanted to start out on the daily with you guys. Hopefully you get some from these videos. If you do, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Let's dig into this. So first of all, guys, the main thing that I want us to pay attention to is the $50,000 area, that big round psychological number. What we need to do is continue to stay up above that and turn that into support. So that's the number one thing we're watching, is to see if we can hold up above that $50,000. The next area that I'm paying attention to is this 49,549, and the reason for that is that was previous resistance that we broke up through, and we want to continue to hold that as support as well. So those are two areas I'm going to be paying a lot of attention to. We had a really nice candle close yesterday. The only issue was it came on below average volume, so we do want to pay attention to that. Right now the relative strength is at 65, so we're not in any overbought conditions, which is a nice thing. And if this run wants to continue here and we can continue to hold this 50,000 as support, what I would look up to is most likely around $55,000, and the reason for that is that big round psychological number again, 55,000. Okay, so I'm going to look at that area, and then it would be up to around about $58,500 are going to be the upside target. So we got our support areas, and we also have our upside targets if this is going to continue. Right now we're looking good. We're trading up above this yellow trend line. I redrew this trend line here, so this is the one we're going to be paying attention to. The old one, we basically broke down through it, but we just consolidated sideways, so it made it irrelevant, and now this is the trend line we're going to be paying attention to. Okay, so guys, whenever you're looking at this, the main thing that you want to pay attention to is the trend. And right now, since we had this bullish engulfing candle on July 21st, the trend has been up, and this is where I think a lot of people get into trouble. So a lot of people are open shorts up in this area, but you have to realize the trend is still up. We have not been getting those lower highs and lower lows. We've been getting higher highs and higher lows. So you can see our higher lows coming in here, higher highs coming in up here. This was just another higher high. We want to continue to set a higher low. And I think that's where a lot of people, if you open shorts when we're still in this uptrend here, that's when you can get into a lot of trouble. You want to flow with the trend. You want to buy dips when we're in an uptrend, okay, not when we're in a downtrend. So right now we're still in this uptrend here, and I would not be opening any shorts. Basically what I've been doing is just trading on the 4-hour time frame. I've done some Bitcoin Cash, I've done a little bit of Litecoin, I've done some Ethereum, and I did some Sushi Swap as well. Those are the main coins that I've been trading, and XLM. I'm sorry, I've been doing some XLM as well. But those are the main coins that I've been concentrating on right now. The main thing is you have to continue to watch Bitcoin and make sure that's going to continue to the upside along with the altcoins there, okay? So if we take a look here on the 1-day time frame, if we get into our Vu Manchu Cipher B here, what you can see is we do not have any red dots right now. We are still in like this whitish color here, so that's looking good. Money flow is in the green. All right, so no real warning signs right now on the 1-day time frame. We dig into the 4-hour time frame to give you guys a little bit more detail. Same deal here. We want our higher lows to continuously be coming in. So right now, guys, here is our higher low. We pushed up. We are now trying to set another higher low. So we would want to hold 50,980 on the 4-hour time frame there. Relative strength is going to be at 67, so we're not in any overbought conditions. If we take a look at our cipher here, you can actually see we are starting to get some red dots here, so giving us a little bit of a warning as we cross over into the blue. Money flow still is in the green here. For me, guys, I would not be shorting. I'm just putting it out there. I would not be shorting against Bitcoin at this area right now. I know a lot of people are probably talking about that, but for me, I want to continue to ride the trend. I've basically been playing, trades for roughly, I'd say 4 hours to about 2 days have been the time frame that I've been in trades. So if we take a look at the technicals here, so just a little bit of a warning here on this candle, and this would have been a bearish engulfing candle. If you can see that up there, we pushed up roughly to about 52,200, and we saw some rejection. Okay, if we get into the technicals for Bitcoin, on the 1-day time frame, we have a 4 sell, 8 neutral, 14 buy. Moving average is still looking strong because we're up above every moving average from the 10 to the 200. And then our oscillators, we are actually slowing down a little bit here. A 3 sell, a 7 neutral, and a 1 buy. So let's keep an eye on that, guys, and just really watch to see if we can keep those higher lows coming in. That's the main thing that I can tell you. Next, what we're going to do, we're going to get into Ethereum. If you guys like me covering Ethereum, don't forget to smash up that like button for us. It really helps. Ethereum right now, let's get into the 1-day, and then we'll dig into this 4-hour here. So on the 1-day time frame, the main overhead resistance area that we're going to be paying a lot of attention to is $4,167. That was our previous high to the body candle closes right here. If we count the wick, we are up to about 4,369. Okay, same deal. Still putting in our higher lows. We could even draw a trend line here. And this is what we're going to want to stay up above, guys. Trend lines are so important for us, and we really need to watch them. So let's stay up above this yellow trend line. Then we would also want to stay up above 3,389 is going to be a really important area for us. That's where we consolidated. We broke out on a little bit above average volume there, and now we want to continue that move to the upside. In terms of shorter term support, I'd look at about 3,813 is going to be the area. Relative strength at 71 right now, so we are starting to get up into the 70s, so always keep an eye on that. Then if we get into the cipher here, you can see we're actually getting on the 1-day time frame here some red dots, so a little bit of a warning signal there. Money flow still is in the green. And if we take a look at our 50 and our 200, we are well up above them right now. So our 200 is going to be in white, our 50 is going to be in red there, guys. So we have been pretty extended away from these moving averages. So we definitely want to keep an eye on that. Trading volume today is at 43.49K, average volume at 37.75K is the average volume. If we get into the 4-hour time frame, looks like we actually just had some heavier volume coming in here. So you can see this right there, relative strengths at 61. Main area on the 4-hour we would want to hold is 3,840. Overhead resistance can be 3,985, then it'd be up to around that $4,000. Big psychological number, but we do have some big volume coming in right here. So we have to see if we can keep the higher low, maybe make that next push to the upside there. Technicals, we have a 5 sell, a 6 neutral, and a 15 buy. Moving average is still looking good. Oscillators, a 4 sell, 5 neutral, and a 2 buy is what we're looking at. So that's going to be Ethereum, guys. Really watch these levels. They're going to play a big factor for you. And the next one we're going to take a look at is Litecoin. And if you're here for Litecoin, let me know down low. Just put Litecoin, or you want me to keep doing Litecoin, guys, and throw that in. Please let me know down low. All right, so for Litecoin, the biggest thing for us here, we have had a nice daily candle close up above this 200 moving average. We want to continue to hold that, so that's going to be 193. That's going to be support for us. Then the next area that I want to turn green as well, we actually broke up through this. That is going to be at $208. We back tested that, found a little bit of support, and we pushed higher from there, and it was on above average volume. So the thing with Litecoin here, guys, if we're able to get over top of 232, which we previously got up to, you can see this resistance area there. The next area I would look at is, I would probably say about $278 if we can really get a nice push out of here, because guys, how we drop so fast on this side, like I've talked about, you can always make it up on the backside here to where we make a nice move up into this range. We have a pullback, and then we go back up and try to challenge higher levels. That's always a possibility right now. So on the 1-day time frame, relative strengths at 68, so we're not at crazy levels. Typically, Litecoin likes to sell off once we get up to about 80 to 85 is the area that we typically have those big sell-offs or a big retracement. Okay, if we take a look here, we do not have any red dot yet, so we have not switched. Money flow has been in the green. So we'll keep an eye on that. If we get into the 4-hour time frame, which is going to give us a little bit more detail here. Get rid of that. All right. So guys, same deal. And just really looking at this, you can see how we've pushed up. Higher low right here. Higher low. Higher low. We need this to be our higher low right here. So if we closed a candle like this with a really long wick, that could be like a hammer candle. That could be our higher low. And then we go up and try to get over top of that 232. Is definitely an area, but I would be using stop losses just in case things start to roll over. We have been extended on some coins here, and that's when things, you know, right now we got a mixed bag of things. We got some red coins, we got some green coins, we got a lot going on right now, so just really pay attention to that. If we get into the technicals for Litecoin, we have a 5 sell, a 7 neutral, and a 14 buy. Oscillators 4 sell, 6 neutral, and a 1 buy. Moving averages still looking strong there, up above our moving average from our 10 to our 200 right there. So that's what I want to bring to you guys. God bless each and every one of you. Be careful out there. Hope you get something from this. Take care.